It's fascinating, right? I mean, this one single event continues to resonate so profoundly with so many people.
Absolutely.
It's pretty incredible when you think about it, like how much weight this one meal carries.
I think when you really look at it,
Yeah.
the Last Supper isn't just some historical footnote.
Yeah.
It's pivotal in shaping religious practice for, I mean, billions of people, really.
Yeah, for sure. And I think one of the biggest takeaways from your text that we need to talk about is,
Right.
is this establishment of the Eucharist, or communion, as it's also known.
Right.
This whole idea of sharing bread and wine. I mean,
Yeah, it's interesting how the text describes Jesus presenting these elements.
yeah,
The bread is his body, the wine is his blood.
right.
And when you connect that to the bigger picture of Christian tradition,
Mhm.
this act becomes, I mean, it's the cornerstone of a ritual that's performed, in remembrance of that event.
For sure. And it's not just symbolic. Right.
It's a direct link to that moment.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's more than just a tradition.
Yeah.
It's actively recalling the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And, your text really emphasizes this theme of sacrifice and remembrance.
Right.
It's a way for believers,
Yeah.
for a lot of people to connect with that act.
Exactly. And that's where I think the sort of human drama element comes into play. Because within the sacred context, you've also got the betrayal with Judas.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So it's not just the story of divine action.
Mhm.
It's a story of human fallibility
Yeah.
and the cost of betrayal,
Yeah.
even amongst this group of close companions.
It really adds a layer of complexity, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And this is all happening during Passover,
Yeah.
a major Jewish festival. And I think that context is actually super important here.
It's crucial, I think.
Yeah.
If you think about the themes inherent in Passover,
Right.
liberation, freedom from oppression.
When you view the Last Supper against that backdrop,
Hmm.
it kind of suggests a new type of liberation,
Yeah.
a new type of redemption being offered.
That's a really great point. And beyond these kind of theological implications,
Right.
we also have to remember the sheer human element of this event.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was a final meal. I mean, imagine the intimacy of the fellowship,
Right.
knowing what was to come.
That's what I think is so powerful about it.
Yeah.
These last moments of closeness before immense suffering.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that these human bonds are so powerful,
Yeah.
even in the face of, what seems like destiny.
Absolutely. And it's so clear that this event didn't just fade away.
Yeah.
I mean, your text probably highlights the huge impact that the Last Supper has had on art literature, on centuries of religious thought.
Absolutely.
I mean, you see it echoed everywhere.
It's a testament to the power of this story.
Yeah.
And, it's a story that keeps being retold,
Mm-hmm.
keeps provoking reflection.
So to sum it all up, your text about the Last Supper shows us the foundation of the Eucharist, this incredibly powerful act of remembrance
Right.
that's tied to this profound sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
We see the reality of betrayal in all of this within the context of Passover.
Right.
So much going on.
It's layered.
Yeah, and it's all underscored by this very human element of a final gathering.
I think when you consider all of these different facets together,
Yeah.
it really illustrates why this event
Mm-hmm.
continues to be so significant.
Yeah.
It touches on fundamental aspects of faith, human relationships, and the lasting power of shared experiences.
And that's what makes it so fascinating. And so
Yeah.
this deep dive into the Last Supper, guided by your pasted text, really leaves us with this.
Okay.
How does understanding these really intricate layers of meaning
Right.
within this one historical event, how does that deepen not only your understanding of faith,
Mm-hmm.
but your perspective on the human experience itself? Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure.
Likewise.